What we're going to do now is to start our little session with the Jersey band Tilted, while I'm queuing things up on the fly here. Sorry about that. We're going to hear a couple tracks from Tilted first, and then go to the recorded interview. We had a lot of fun recording this Tuesday night. We do mention, or Steve mentions it being Paul Stanley's birthday the next day. That's because we were talking Tuesday night, just to let you know. And we're going to listen to a couple tracks from Full Speed Ahead first. Going to start things off with Rock and Roll Show from Tilted. Hope you enjoy.
Rock and roll show, you're looking good. I know that you know.
This is 91.7 WLFR Pomona. In the Zoom studio, let's say. And we have Steve and Jim from the band Tilted. Welcome.
Hey. Hello.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you also. Thank you very much. Thank you for making the time.
You're welcome.
Hey, thank you.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. The band. Okay. A band is called Tilted.
Right.
Why don't you let us know how you guys got together?
Sure.
And how you got by the band name?
Sure. So this is Steve. How's everybody? Yeah. So the band was formed about 2009. I started the band way back. It started out as a cover band, actually, where we did the New Jersey circuit. So we did covers and worked in that area. How we got the name is pretty simple. I used to have a room above my garage, which is now the official Tilted studio, the rehearsal studio where we practice. And before that, I used to host poker games, and we used to call it the Shoe, right? It was a name for obvious reasons. But then as we put the band together, the poker term on tilt, when you're on tilt or tilted, and it just kind of fit. Everybody's kind of tilted in a way, and that's kind of how the name was formed. And back, 11 years ago. We actually, our private rehearsal studio is in Brick, New Jersey, so we're Tilted. We call it Hard Rock from the Jersey Shore. We switched from doing covers to pretty much doing primary originals, and we have quite a bit of original material out. Jim joined us a couple years ago. Jim's our bass player. Hey, Jim.
Hey.
And awesome. Jim's brought a whole other element of energy. He's even brought some songs in that we actually do live, and we're very happy to have Jim with Tilted. He's a big piece.
Awesome. All right. Jim is on bass. Steve, you're on guitar.
Right.
Would you like to
sure.
tell us about the other band members?
Sure. We have our lead singer. His name is Will. He's been with Tilted for most of the time. He's actually the actual second singer, but he's been here for 8 or 9 years. And then we have our new drummer. His name is Pat. We've been through some drummers. He is our brand new drummer. He's been here, actually brand new. He's been here about a year. He's actually been playing with us now. We're getting him up to speed on new material. He's actually played 3 shows with us during this pandemic.
And actually, what's pretty cool is Patrick's son actually goes to Stockton.
Yes.
Oh, well.
So I told him I would I told Pat that we'd give his son a shout out. And
keep it
his
in the
son's
family.
name,
You got it.
Yeah, his name is Joseph. He's come out to a few of our shows. We have another fan, another sophomore at Stockton named Mariana Buckley. She's been to our shows, so pretty cool. So we have a couple Tilted fans and Tilted family in at Stockton.
That is great. A big hello to both of them as well. Then.
Yeah.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
Hey. All right. So. All right. We know you're a hard rock band. I know from Steve. Okay. Hey. What this answer might be, since we both were on a podcast recently talking about Kiss, but for the both of you, what was your big inspiration getting into playing music as you are?
All right. So for me, I'll start. So yeah, obviously Kiss has been a major inspiration. If you want to break it down, Paul Stanley's pretty much the reason why I picked up a guitar.
Oh, nice.
At an early age.
Great songwriter.
Great to me, great everything. To me, the greatest frontman in history of rock. I can make that's for me. So. I have many influence. Paul's the main one. There's many others, but he's a big factor. And matter of fact, tomorrow's his birthday.
Yes, it is.
So I actually play all of some of Paul's Washburn series guitars. I like them very much. So
nice.
That's my instrument of choice. And again, Kiss, big inspiration, as we discussed on that, even on that podcast.
Very good. And Jim?
With me, my first album was Kiss Destroyer, so I started off a big Kiss fan. I'm not as hardcore as you guys, but, that was sort of my window into wanting to be a musician. But I have I'm a big fan of Alice Cooper, but I'm also a big Prince fan. I love Sex Pistols. I love all the hardcore stuff. I'm a big funk fan. So Parliament Funkadelic, George Clinton, Bootsy Collins. I bring some of that into some of the Tilted songs now, and a little slapping type bass stuff. I'm a big, as a bass player, I'm a big fan of people like Billy Sheehan and Jaco Pastorius, and so just a lot of jazz stuff. I'm into a lot of funk stuff. Love metal, huge metal fan. Ozzy, Rush, but I also I bring things hip hop like NWA, and I love the Hamilton soundtrack's probably like one of my most played albums right now from the play. So I'm all over the place, and I try to bring those influences to different Tilted songs, and it's pretty fun.
Very good, very good. All right, then. And tell us a bit about the new album you have, or the recent album, and maybe a bit about your recording history over the few years, maybe.
Sure. So we have 2 official releases out. One, an EP titled Never Too Late. That's 4 tracks. Did that about 2016. And, about 2019, we have a full album of 6 tunes and 2, actually a total of 8 songs. We call them 6, and then we did 2 bonus tracks. And that record is the current one. That's called Full Speed Ahead.
Yeah.
Recorded and mixed in 2 different areas of New Jersey. You could pick that up.
The songs on the new album, would you like to say anything about them? They're great stuff. I was just listening to them today, in fact. They're really good.
The songs are awesome. I mean, again, a lot of these songs were, came in. They've been around for a while. We've been playing, the band's been playing these songs for a while. And they have a lot of history to them. And it was great being able to listen to some of the old players that were in the band and see some of the stuff they did, and try to make it our own. When I came in, I did that with a lot of songs that I'm playing that were already existing, and the studio, recording the studio was great. We had an awesome time. We did, like I said, 2 different studios. It was a great environment. I've been playing for years, and this was probably one of the best, most relaxed recording environments.
Nice.
We had fun. We all, there was, we worked in the framework that's Tilted, and it's been in place for the past 10 or 11 years. And, we get out our own little magic as individual players. So it was just a great experience. And the CD came out great. Like I said, you go to our YouTube channel, you can hear the whole album, in high quality sound. And it's just great. The producers were great. The engineers were great. The studios were great.
Awesome. And so is it a combination of the newer and the older songs also then? And you said that you were playing on songs you heard, maybe, Jim? Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. The songs have a legacy to them. Some are newer, some are older. Some, we pulled off. Steve came out and said, "Hey, here's a song we did like 5 or 6 years ago, but we haven't really played it lately. What do you think?" And then we would just play, noodle around with it, and we came out with one song. Today's the first day, and it was a song that was sitting on the shelf for a while, and it didn't get much play time with some of the original configurations of the band. We loved it. We thought it was great, and we just took it and became probably one of the top 2 or 3 best songs on the CD.
Very nice, very nice. All right. Okay. I have a question about your evolution, and you started out as a cover band, right, Steve?
Yes.
All right. Hey, and you gradually worked in original tunes?
Yeah, so what we were doing, so all of a sudden, when Will and I were, Will's been with us a long time, and Will, is our second singer and brought in a whole different element, which we really needed in terms of, having the idea of, let's start writing some original stuff that's near and dear to kind of what we like. So when we were doing cover shows, we would throw 1 or 2 in, and just kind of, take it from there. And we started to write more and more and really enjoyed the process and felt that we can write stuff, again, that was, close to our influence base, but, put our flavor on our own original songs, kept them more on the harder side of rock, maybe a little twist of metal. And it just started to take on its life of its own. I always tell the guys that I really think that Tilted was born really when we really went the original route. I never thought we were a tremendous cover band, because you weren't going to hear us do like Sweet Caroline or Dust in the Wind, and that stuff's great. I'm not saying it just wasn't our thing to do.
Right.
As we moved, and we still throw covers here and there, but it's the focus has become on the original stuff, and we're actually bringing in new songs. We have 2 new songs that we just played for the first time last week. So we're going to continue to go out. Hopefully, get back in the studio to do a single, and hopefully another EP as we watch how the whole COVID thing is going. So.
Oh yeah. And, all right. Hey, how have you guys been managing in this COVID era?
Well, we took the first few months off, of course. When March, when everything hit, we put the band on hiatus. Kept in touch via Zoom and on phone, and what was really stunk was we had just got Pat as our drummer like a month or 2 before this whole thing hit. So, on the flip side, it gave Pat like 6 or 7 months to really learn all this stuff before we got started, venturing back together and playing at the studio. And, it gave us a lot of time to really, for me to really work on all the songs and, think about, not just music. There's so many things going on in this country. There's so many things going on in the world. And it was, again, working from home every day. There's just some totally new dynamics that we all are dealing with. That it sucked being home sometimes, but other times I got a lot of stuff done, and really was able to capitalize on being home. And I think we all really were able to capitalize on it. We got better as musicians. Spent a lot of time working, honing our craft, because and I think if we could feel when we first got back together, you could just I know with the 2 new songs that are actually up on YouTube now, and you can hear it. It's the musicianship is really good. It's real. Not that everything in the past was good, but this was it's really new. The songs are great. The 2 new songs really It just really cool. It was a crappy time, but a good time. We made the best of the situation you were in.
Very good, very good. But everyone has had to learn how to improvise and to manage now. I know in all respects. Yes. All right. You are based more in North Jersey, and have you played much in Southern Jersey?
So we're actually on the Jersey Shore, kind of like Central Ocean County, but we're in Brick. So it's a short town.
Right.
So if you're into exits, it's in a low 90 exits area. So that's where we rehearse. It's actually our private studio rehearsal center in Brick. So it's right on the Jersey Shore. So if you're familiar with Brick, Tom's River, that's
Jackson.
Right. We are a little further south here. The college is about 20 minutes outside of Atlantic City. Ourselves.
Know it well.
Yeah. Yes. Hopefully, after all this COVID mess passes, hopefully we can see you down here. That'd be awesome.
That would be great. We actually put a mini tour together, to support the record, and we're gonna do all we can. And it's funny, we were fortunate to do 4 shows during this, including the one we just did in last week at the Brighton Bar. It was all COVID safe, limited capacity. We actually sold out the venue for it. We were very fortunate and appreciative of that. And then we also did another benefit prior to that, and then we did 2 other benefits outside for
South Jersey. Yeah, not that far from Stockton.
Yeah, we did
good.
Forked River area.
Oh yeah.
We did those for animal adoption, something near and dear to our hearts. So we did that. So we actually did 4 live shows. So very lucky to get out there and play.
Nice. Oh, you know what? And I was looking on your webpage, and I saw the flyer for your CD release party.
Mm-hmm.
One of the bands that end up for you, and are friends of the show also. Michael's Plot.
Yeah, we love them.
Great guys.
Oh, yeah. We love them. Great band. Head by Michael, right? Michael.
Oh yes, Michael.
Yeah, we love to play with them. We asked them to support us during that, and they did. And we actually did some show. We did some other shows with them. They used to do shows at this place called Alcibelli's because they're from like South Amboy in that area. So we did a couple shows there a while back with them, and we became friendly with them, and very good band. And maybe we'll hopefully cross paths again.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Excuse me. All right. What were your guys' first? Okay. My first concert ever. And, okay. And you don't have to say Kiss, mind you. Okay. But what was your first shows? I'm curious.
My first show was 1978. I got to see Kiss live in Philly, and that was
that's fantastic. Yeah.
I was a kid. My dad took me to my first concert ever, and what's pretty cool is my kids are now 20 and 18, and I actually took them both to the last Kiss show over the summer, last summer, and for because I wanted them to see what my kids are big into music. I was like, you know what, I want you guys to see the very first show I ever got to see, and I took them. They were just totally blown away by the whole extravaganza of Kiss. They knew the songs, and they go to a lot of concerts. But I remember they said that this one was just just crazy. They've seen bands like Panic at the Disco and things like that.
Yeah.
So pretty cool.
Very good. Okay, and Steve, you
probably no surprise, right? Dynasty. Probably no surprise to you. Dynasty, 1979, night number 2. That's a lot of people's my age first show. Yeah. And it's been well over 100 since then.
Nice.
So, yeah. It's just a big part of my life, like you, right?
Oh, sure.
No, it's just how it is. And hopefully we'll get a few more.
Nice. Lucky. I'm from Philly, so I grew up like 15 minutes from the Spectrum. So
I got to
see, Metallica open for Ozzy. I got to see Rat open for Bon Jovi. I mean, I've seen some really, really crazy shows that.
Oh wow! I saw at the Spectrum Guns N' Roses back when they were still Guns N' Roses. Open up for Aerosmith. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, great nice. Show. Yeah, great show.
I got to see bands I got to see Jane's Addiction at the Tower Theater in Philly, which was 2,000 people right when the first album, right after the live album released, and Nothing Shocking came out. Nobody knew who this band was.
Oh wow,
that was fantastic seeing bands like that. And I was lucky. I was in a band at that time called Mr. Sinister, and I had a singer who was so connected to the music scene. And we went and saw LA Guns at a small club. It was pretty cool. We got to see a lot of these bands that became big later on at these very small, the first tours in the back of vans. And so it was a good time. It's a shame it's not like that now. I miss those times. The early 80s into the mid 80s, the late 80s, there were lots of music was different. People were going to record stores, and I worked at a record store for years. And it's just a different dynamic, the way people consume music.
That's what I always say, that kids today, it's hard to them to understand the thrill of going into your record store when your favorite band's new album's out and you see them, and it's something that I still love today. Even when I get CDs today, I still want them. I just love the whole process and of having that.
Or going to the independent record store and finding a new import from Metallica, or finding the new import from Anvil, and be like, you'd be the only person having this album. I'm like, dude, I just got the import of Angel Witch, and people are like, who's Angel Witch? I'm like, I don't know, but the cover looked amazing, and then you're like totally into them, or like Overkill, or that stuff was funny. The kids just don't do that anymore, and that's sort of a shame.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. It's just
Some back in my high school days, we used to go to road trips to different malls, and I'm right to the record store there. Definitely, yeah.
We used to go to Zipperhead on South Street in Philadelphia, and they used to have all the cool import albums and all the crazy clothes, and it's a place like that, place that you wouldn't survive today, which is sad. I mean, there was a place in Red Bank, we saw some heavy metal place, like it was a record store, that I want to go visit, but they're very niche type places.
Yes.
You still got the great vintage vinyl. There's one there's one in PA called Spin Me Round, which I'm dying to get to. So I spent many, and then I used to miss the flea market days where I grew up in that Edison, East Brunswick area, where usually had a great area where people were selling imports, quote unquote, bootlegs, which I love, of my favorite bands, and I was like, it's so great to get that stuff, and the quality was so bad, but you thought it was so great.
I had probably a 10th generation No Life to Leather, the original Metallica CD that was probably copied 100 times, and you'd put it in the tape player and you'd hear the noise. But it was something about it, just something about the pure innocence and raw sound that it was amazing. Again, an amazing, amazing time.
You're right. Definitely. Okay. Hey, all right. Hey, why don't you tell us a little bit about the tech side of recording your album? I know Steve said he likes to play with the Washburns. How about you, Jim? What do you play?
I'm a Spectre guy through and through. I'm Spectre basses. I have actually next to my original Ibanez Blazer bass from the 70s that I got when I was 14, and I still keep next to my bed and next to my office. But I play all Spectre, Harkey amps, Gallon Cougar amps, Harkey cabinets. Your typical 80s metal, sound, which I just love. I love that tinty, sound with the high highs. And it's awesome. So, like I said, Spectre, I'm all Spectre. That's all I play.
All right. And Steve, is it exclusively Washburn, or did you?
Pretty much. I fell in love with those guitars when I got Paul's first series of that in like '98, and then I kind of have a few more that I love, and then I play Randall and Marshall amps. I keep it very simple because I like the raw sound. Don't really use too much pedals. If I do, sometimes it's a wah and maybe a tube screamer, but it's really, I try to keep it very simple because I like that raw sound. I don't need any stomp boxes or any processing stuff to make it sound that I don't want. So I keep it simple.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I've gone through a ton of pedals and racks, and I come in every couple of months for the different rack or different pedals. I have a big rack mount system, and again, in the end, when it's just me straight through the amp, into the head, into the cabinet, it just sounds great.
So very good. All right, cool. You reminded me just now, Steve. Okay. I haven't been on Kiss boards that much lately. I've been pretty busy, but years ago I was. And I remember somebody posting one time, all right, KISS stands for Keep It Simple, Stupid.
Right. No, and among other things that they were also thinking, but yeah.
Oh yeah, the nice and saying service.
Less is more. For our band, less is more, I mean, what you hear on the CD, you're probably going to hear live and even probably more powerful, but, very, very true. Very true.
Yes.
And what's really cool is we bring I'd say our live show also is, we bring that, excitement. We're walking off dripping in sweat. There's no just standing around. We're not just standing around playing. We're interacting back and forth. I really, one of the things that's great about this band, a lot of local bands don't do, is they don't bring that stage show and that presence. And we try to bring that, audience interaction and, as if we're playing the Spectrum. Like we sit up on stage at the Brighton. As far as we're concerned, we're playing the Spectrum or Madison Square Garden. We look at it at that level. And that's what we play to that level.
Right. Okay. Tell me this. What would be your dream gig? Is the show, show or venue or both that would be your bucket list?
All right, I'll start. Well, let me tell you, if you looked at one of the shows that we did, and I think you'll really find this to be really cool, is that if you would have told me in 1978 that I would open up, that this band would open up for an original member of KISS, I'd say you're crazy. And we opened up for Ace Frehley when he made his last stop at the Starland Ballroom. So that's pretty much it. I never thought, the band took on a life of its own. So to get to that for us was wonderful. But I mean, for me, a bucket list would probably be if we played at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, nice.
Right. I mean, that's
very good.
Obviously, I mean, realistically, opening for Ace, we actually opened up for some really prominent acts over the years. If you love Ace and Dokken and Skid Row,
awesome.
Udo, Dirk Schneider, Anvil, Tantric, so some good national things that we were very appreciative and really enjoyed.
Nice. How about you, Jim? Similar or what?
Yeah, I would want to play like an arena in Philly. I'd love to play Citizens Bank Arena to 70,000 people. My hometown would be amazing. Yeah, that'd be a huge bucket list. But like I said, opening for some national acts has been really incredible. It's just one of those things you never thought about back in 84, 85 that, hey, I'm here and there's Don Dokken and there's Wild Mick Brown watching us during our sound check. That's sort of it's one of those things where you're like, oh my God, I saw the Kind of Monsters rock tour. I've seen Dokken play this, and then here's the drummer sitting there watching us play, Stalker, one of our songs, and he's like, jamming out to us. So I mean, that's almost a bucket list type thing there.
It sure is.
Yeah, sounds great. Yeah,
it's almost surreal when you think about it.
Oh yeah. That sounds just great, man. Okay. What would you want our listeners to know about your band if there was nothing else? What's the first thing? Okay, off the top of the list.
Come hear our music. Go on tiltedonline.com. Listen to some of the material. It's good, hard rocking, fun stuff. And come out and see us. If you're in the area, everything's posted on our media stuff. Come out and see us, have a good time. And just come check us out. If you like that kind of music, come out for a good time. We'll say hello. We'll hang out and rock the night. I mean, that's pretty much. We keep this band. I always tell Jim it's like such a fun band to be into. It's serious, right? But we don't take the fun factor out of it. That is very important to us. We all get along wonderfully. If we have something that we need to discuss, we discuss it and we move on. Like I said, visit the website tiltedonline.com. Come out and see us. Listen to some of the stuff.
Yeah,
very good.
I'd say go to our YouTube page. Look at us. Watch us live. Watch some of the live video that are up there. You can really capture the essence of a Tilted show. And
that's brand new, by the way. The YouTube channel, believe it or not, and shame on us or me, it's brand new. Jim's been working on it. It's going to be most of the latest stuff. Go on there. It's Tilted Hard Rock from the Jersey Shore. Subscribe. And we're going to get some of our really the most recent material, quality stuff that we can share with everyone.
Very good, very good. I know you are also on Facebook. Are you on the other socials too? On Twitter, Instagram, or what?
I was years ago. We're probably going to go back, but the main three, you can find everything on the tiltedonline.com. That could take any.
Of course.
Then we got Facebook is at TiltedNJ. The new YouTube channel is getting completely revamped, and we're going to bring everything to those places.
And you'll see some stuff. We're on TikTok also. I have a TikTok page where we have some Tilted stuff. It's sort of fun.
Yeah, you can find merchandise. We're on Etsy, but you can go on the Tilted Online site. You can buy shirts and masks, and we even have some CDs from the live show. Of course, buying the Never Too Late EP and Full Speed Ahead, the full album. So we offer all that stuff. Very good, very good.
All right, guys. Hey, it has been a pleasure. Okay, I want to make sure to leave room for your music as well. Best of luck to you. I hope it all goes well.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to get on and talk to everybody. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And if you ever want to come out, to a show, Matt, just let me know.
Oh,
love to have you.
I just might. I'm gonna take you up on that.
We have a show in April. We have a show in April. If you want to.
We just booked the show in April. You can check it on Tilted Online. It's right on the top. You'll see when that is. Just let me know. I'd love to have you as a special guest.
Yes.
Well, I will consider it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt.
Have a good day. Be safe.
You also, and thank you. All right. And
take care.
Oh.
Deny. All alone I had to try. Hello, may good to be true. It was the hardest thing to do. It was just a matter of when. Till I'll never see you again. That's too good for me. Do we deserve to be free? We probably do from the day I met you. I knew that we would grow. Feel the layers. What lies beneath. Feel the layers. It's only skin deep. Feel the layers. What lies beneath. Feel the layers. It's only skin deep. Feel the layers. What lies beneath. Feel the layers. It's only skin deep. Feel the layers. What lies beneath. Feel the layers. It's only skin deep. Can't move, you're standing still, held up against your will. All you do that you do is not for you. No time, as you can tell. Can't speak, feeling overwhelmed. You know we're all in a prison within ourselves. Just gotta let it go. Don't wanna feel this way. Just gotta let it go. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day. Choked up, catch your breath. Another day, feeling suppressed. All the fears that you fear, tomorrow is near. They say one day at a time. I know we all gotta try. What I feel that I feel, I just wanna die. Just gotta let it go. Don't wanna feel this way. Just gotta let it go. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day. Just gotta let it go. Don't wanna feel this way. Just gotta let it go. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's
Yes, tomorrow is another day. Big shout out and thank you going out to Steve and Jim from Tilted for making the time for that Zoom interview. We heard Tomorrow's Another Day, Undeniable, and before the interview we heard The World is on Fire, which it seems like it is, or, well, still is. Hopefully things will be getting better now. I hope so. And Rock and Roll Show started that whole set off. Time is flying by for a quick Philly rock edition of the Philly Rock Block, or, of the local music hour. Last week I had on my show Dirty Robots. Let's do another song from Dirty Robots.